Hello, I'm Heather.
And I'm Ryan.
And we are the Boxcard Gamers.
We play boxcard games.
In every episode. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to Boxcard Gamers. This is round 9 of Would You Rather? Here's how it works. We have a set of cards. On each card are 4 Would You Rather questions. I will ask Ryan each question on his card. If he picks the same answer I did, he gets a point. If not, he gets 0 points. Then we pick a new card, and it's my turn. Caveat: no more than 1 point and no fewer than 0 points may be awarded per question. Again, the game we are playing is called Would You Rather. It is by Zobmondo and is available for purchase on Amazon. Link in the show notes. They are not a sponsor. It should also be noted that we are playing a modified for podcasting version of the board game, aka regular Would You Rather. The current running score is Ryan 21, Heather 22. Woo! Ryan, are you ready for your card?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we don't have the same answer. Go ahead.
Ryan, would you rather go solar excuse me. Would you rather go solo whitewater rafting blindfolded or go hiking along a mountain cliff 4,000 feet high on a path that is only a foot wide?
So, first of all, I want to say, both of those. One of those is a surefire death sentence. Than the other one.
I don't know that either of those are a surefire death sentence.
Imagine solo whitewater rafting, blindfolded, and you flip your raft. You can't see when you're about to hit the water, so you're going to react to take in a breath, and you might react at the wrong time. And as you submerge yourself into the water and you inhale, drown, and you die. 90% chance of dying. If you're on a foot-wide path, you can still shimmy along like this. There's no guarantee you'll fall.
So,
unless a large gust of wind comes by.
That's a lot of great demonstration. I love all the physical acting that you did to show me all of those things. And I think you have an excellent point. But if I'm on a mountain cliff 4,000 feet high, on a path that is only a foot wide, I mean, I might belly crawl that just to feel safer. But that's a terrifying concept to me. I don't think you're scared of heights.
Right.
Being up that high, I mean, I'm not like particularly scared of heights, but I feel like I would be terrified. I mean, I would eventually starve to death because I'd be too terrified to move. At least with the whitewater rafting, I might not die. It's really a toss-up, actually. Ryan, what is your final answer? Yeah, I caught on to that fucking charade.
I'd rather do the whitewater rafting. 4,000 feet's really high. That's really sketchy.
It is. All right, I will give you a point, even though I feel like I just got conned. Ryan, would you rather, as a man, forget your spouse's birthday or buy a dress for her that is 3 sizes too big?
Heather? I think I'd rather get the dress because I think I'd get in less trouble than forgetting her birthday. At least it's the thought that counts. And hey, we can always return it and get the right size dress. See, there's a simple solution in that one within the spirit of the game.
Well, Ryan, question. How do you think realistically Rebecca would, like, if you were like, I got you this dress and she tried it on and it was too big, would she really be that upset with you?
No, not at all.
Yeah, it's like ditto over here. I would not be upset if he got me clothes that were too big.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly...
She might make fun of me for it.
Mike never remembers my birthday. He's never remembered it, and we're still married, like, going on however fucking long it is now.
Should I start shooting him reminders?
I think he's remembered it the last 2 years. Maybe you should, just to be on the safe side.
Could you imagine on the 4th, I'm like, hey, Mike, Heather's birthday's tomorrow. He's going to be like, what the fuck has she been telling you?
No, but he's legitimately full-on forgotten my birthday. And then I think what happens is his mother, because his mom, my mother-in-law, is like a steel trap. She remembers every birthday of like every person she knows. So she texts him a little reminder. Don't forget that it's Heather's birthday today. Because she knows that he will forget. I've just finally got him to remember the dates of our children's birthdays, okay? It's taken him almost 10 years. But I would never, ever let him forget that. So he definitely gets the reminders.
I got lucky with the girls because their birthdays fall on very, like, easy to remember days. Otherwise, I would probably be the same way with them. Like, if they were born, like, June 21st, I'd be like, I don't know.
Dads. Gotta love them. Ryan.
Yes.
I agree with the 3 sizes too big. You're getting a point for that one. Let's go on to the next one.
Okay.
Would you rather have no short-term memory or no long-term memory?
Well, how does that work out? If you have no short-term memory, then wouldn't that mean you have no long-term memory? Like, you wouldn't be able to remember anything.
Well, so no short-term memory. I kind of think of somebody that's in like final stages of Alzheimer's, where it seems like they have all these memories of the past, but like they don't know that they're talking to like their own son. In the moment.
But like, okay, so like, let's say today I got like, it was like, bam, no short-term memory.
Uh-huh.
I can remember everything prior to that moment, but then from then on, does that mean like I like literally won't be able to remember anything from this point for the rest of my life?
You're like Memento.
Whew. Okay, then, that's a great example. I think I would go with the long-term memory, like, because at least I could remember chunks of time, and as time went on, like those memories that matter with the people that matter will be there. And all the stuff like super far gone that's already happened, like you and I wouldn't be able to shoot the shit anymore about like, the funny times, because I'd be like, I don't know. And then you could just remind me all the time, and I'd be like, oh, that's hilarious. I can't believe you did that to me.
I was listening to some true crime podcast like earlier today, and it was like, I mean, he would have woken up. He must be lying because he would have woken up when she screamed. And I was like, I don't think people understand how heavy some sleepers can be. And then I thought of you, and I was like, I don't think Ryan would wake up if his wife in bed next to him screamed because a murderer was attacking her.
Well, now, like if I was like napping, right? Like I'll wake up very easily. But if I'm like dead of night asleep, there's literally nothing that can wake me up. I have slept through earthquakes. I've slept through an earthquake that knocked over a dryer or a washing machine. I think it was the dryer because it's probably lighter. But it knocked it over right next to my paper thin wall. I've slept through a gunshot right below our second story window. What else have I slept through? And I can sleep anywhere.
Yeah.
In any position. Doesn't even matter. What was the question again?
I don't remember. I don't know. I think I just went on a total non sequitur. Something you said reminded me of this. It seemed to make sense in the moment, but I bet when I listen again, I'll sound like a random weirdo. That's fine.
Oh, short-term memory or no long-term memory? Okay, so I'm going to go with the no long-term memory.
That is...
Because I think that'd be easier to handle than no short-term memory.
That is the correct answer, and you're on fire. You have 3 points.
Whew.
3 points.
Awesome.
Hopefully I get you on this next one. Ryan, would you rather have to give a crucial business presentation in baby talk, or give the presentation with no verbal communication at all while holding a cuddly teddy bear and a soft, fuzzy blanket?
As awesome as that second one sounds. Guess what, bitches? We're playing charades.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? You're like, serious business presentation. You straighten your tie and then you tug your ear. Sounds like 2 syllables. Right? That would be fun. That would be awesome.
Imagine, put a whole business presentation. Ooh, that would suck. I'm going to go with the baby talk because at least I could do the presentation and look like a jackass and sound like a jackass. But in the other one, we're going to be there all night and probably into the wee hours of the morning.
It's going to suck.
Trying to get it's going to suck real bad.
Ryan, you swept that. 4 points. You nailed it. I think that's the first time either one of us has done that in this whole game. Which
that is amazing.
Does not bode well for me coming up on this next round.
Heather? Would you rather fall down 20 wooden steps while dressed normally or fall down 40 concrete steps while wearing a football helmet, knee pads, elbow pads, and wrist guards?
Ryan, I think I know which one you pick. I'm pretty sure we have a different answer here, but I want you to hear me out before you jump down my throat. I have fallen down concrete steps. In fact, every stair fall I've ever had was down a set of concrete steps. I think the longest one was like I fully went down like 25 concrete steps and head over heels tumbled down and landed on my back at the bottom. And I was fine. I walked away with maybe a bruise or two through all of those. So I would rather just fall down 20 wooden steps while dressed normally so I can get the fall over faster and get on with my day, since I apparently am immune to injury falling down concrete stairs, of which I have done many times. That is the end of my argument.
Great. I would choose the concrete steps fully decked out in pads because it'll hurt less. Because it doesn't matter if it's concrete steps or wooden steps. It's going to hurt a lot going down 40 steps.
But it's not, though.
It is.
No.
It'll hurt the same.
It won't.
Yeah, it will. The wood might be softer, but it's still harder than you. So it's going to suck. Either way, I might as well be prepared for it.
But you just ignored my
Boy
entire
Scout.
explanation. It won't hurt me. I mean, I understand why you picked the football pads. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying I can fall downstairs and it not hurt because I know how. Okay, I've got this shit
it's
down.
40 steps, Heather, and you'll hurt.
You know what?
Heather, do you need to be studied for your superhuman abilities of being able to fall down steps unscathed?
Listen, I swear to God, I could have been a stunt double. Because I seem to naturally, like, if I miss a step or I kind of trip or fall over something, I have this ability to either catch myself or realize when I'm not going to be able to regain my balance. I seem to know how to fall to soften the blow. Like, I was walking backwards one time because I was talking to somebody and I didn't realize there was a giant, like, rock behind me. It was like a knee-height rock. And I bumped into it and I started to fall over behind it. And I instantaneously started to resist the fall. And then I realized I'm going to hurt myself a lot less if I just take the fall and roll with it, which is what I ended up doing. So it looked like this huge dramatic fall, but I was unharmed. And I just stood up kind of awkwardly and I was like, that was not as bad as it looked. I had that actually fully under control, believe it or not. What?
Well, I am accident prone, so I'm going to go with the pads.
Okay.
Because I would be prepared, at least.
That's fair.
Heather?
Yes, Ryan.
Also, did I tell you about the time I almost died falling?
I don't think you did.
So I was underneath an oil rig installing lugs.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought you were telling me to wait.
No, crossing my arms, getting ready for the story, snuggling in.
Looked like you were doing this, which is the signal for stop when you're signaling a crane.
I had no idea that was even a thing.
So I was on top of this gas tank that we were getting ready to install underneath. It's a mobile oil rig. Mm-hmm. Anyway, it's probably like a good 10, 12 feet in the air. And it's dark. I can't see anything, and I'm marking out where I need to install the hardware, basically, to hang this thing. And so between the gas tank and the beam I was working on, there was about like a 1.5 gap, and then just like ground underneath. And of course, I was not wearing any safety gear, such as a fall arrest system, like I should have been. And I leaned forward, and I missed the beam completely. And I started diving head first towards the ground. And I see this ground coming at me like really, really fast. And my arms are behind me. So I don't have time to like put my hands out in front of me to brace my fall. So I ended up reaching up to try and grab the gas tank. And my pinky just caught the lip of it. And it somehow managed to swing my legs out in front of me, and I landed on my feet and stuck the landing. And didn't die.
Nice. Well, Ryan, that's what you're supposed to do when you fall, is you're supposed to try to make it so you go land feet first instead of on your head.
Right.
So that you have a bigger chance of survival. So you fucking nailed that survival tip, man. Nicely done.
Hell yeah. Heather?
Yes.
I have a question for you. Would you rather have to sleep each night with 2 harmless bats in your bedroom, or have 5 pigeons hanging out in your kitchen at all times?
I actually put a lot of thought into this one, and I just don't see, because I live in the kitchen. My spot is in the kitchen when I want to sit down and have a leisurely coffee or try to read a book. I cook in the kitchen. I clean in the kitchen. I don't see how I can operate with 5 pigeons flying around my kitchen all day long.
Yeah.
Bats in my bedroom, they're not going to harm me. They're probably I'm going to sleep mainly when I'm in the bedroom. They are going to crap everywhere. So I'm thinking, as long as I put a tarp down and throw a tarp over my blanket, I'm good to go with the bats. I'm taking the bats.
I would have to agree with you. I would rather have the bats in my bedroom, even though bats like to attack me. But since these ones are harmless, I know they won't attack me because they're harmless. And I'm right there with you with the kitchen thing. Like, that's the kitchen's like my domain. And it'd just be super unsanitary having pigeons in there all the time.
It really would. And like, how many meals would just get ruined because a pigeon was like flew over it and dumped in it? I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, it would suck.
Well, I'm glad we agree.
Heather?
Yes.
Would you rather have to watch every movie from the front row of the theater, or watch all television on a TV with a 9-inch screen?
Ryan, I already watch all television on a TV with a 9-inch screen, so I'll just stick with that.
Yeah, you know what? I was going to say the front row, but I did not even think about that because I do that too. So I'm right there with you.
I feel like this version of this game, I think, is kind of old. Like, it's one I found at a Goodwill or something and just brought home. And it's like super old timey looking. I don't know what the publication date is, but I feel like, because some of the questions make me feel like it came around before the like cell phone and internet boom.
Right.
Because I'm like, everybody just already does watch on a 9-inch screen.
Yeah.
Idiots. No, I'm kidding. That's not true.
We probably watch it on screens smaller than 9 inches, honestly.
I think they are smaller than 9 inches. Although I would say, like, Mike will almost never watch anything on his phone. He almost always watches on the big TV. So there probably are people with a TV preference. But also,
oh, for sure.
like, when was the last time you went to the movies? I go maybe once a year, maybe, these days.
I think it was not this last weekend, but the weekend before that.
Really? How often
Yeah,
do you go?
I did. Not very often, but I did an online interview about Job Corps, and the guy paid me $75 and with a $75 Amazon gift card, and we used that to go to the movies and buy snacks.
An Amazon gift card got you into the movies?
Yeah, you can buy digital movie tickets.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, learn something new every day. I'm going to take my point. Let's get on to our last one.
Heather, let me find it. Would you rather be a 12-year-old still in second grade who is like... Heather, would you rather be a 12-year-old still in second grade who is liked by your 8-year-old classmates and your teacher, or be a 12-year-old in college who is brilliant but considered a total freak?
Ryan? If you'd asked me that question when I was 16, I'm sure that I would want to be a 12-year-old in second grade in second grade who's liked by my 8-year-old classmates. I think I would prefer that. But at this stage of my life, I would much rather be a 12-year-old in college and everyone just thinks I'm a freak. Because you know what? I'll at least have my parents. They're going to be driving me back and forth. I'm going to be staying at home. It's going to be fine. And they don't think I'm a freak.
Ooh, they would have to relocate. Because you probably got into a really good college at 12 years old.
And I'm going to become a bajillionaire.
So they would have to move to Boston.
I'd become a...
And then you'll be all those people's bosses.
No, I might be in Caltech, though.
Okay, whatever, Heather. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I will tell you that I was the 12-year-old in second grade. And I would rather be the 12-year-old in college as well.
Most excellent. Well, Ryan, that puts us at a tie, 25-25, and you won the round 4-3. You take this round. So going into our final round next week, we're going to see if I finally win a game or if we uphold the Boxcard Gamers tradition of Ryan winning every game. We will see. But until then, have a wonderful... You know what? I'm going to look up synonyms right now because I want this to be good, okay? No, I don't want to try to pay for something. I hate the iPhone. I'm sorry I ever got it. All right, hold on. All right, have an awesome, brilliant, splendid, smashing, perfect week.
Until we play again.
Nailed that one.